Greetings, 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 my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for checking this one out. I really appreciate you guys giving a listening ear. Big up on yourselves, eh? Alright, so there are a couple of things I want to take a look at in this one. We see where West Indies batting legend Christopher Henry Gayle recently did an interview and he made it clear that he has not yet retired. Plus he had a couple more things to say as it relates to returning and playing some cricket. Gonna talk about that. Plus we're gonna take a look at the Guyana Harpy Eagles. Now yesterday the Guyana Cricket Board, they named the squad that will be representing the country in the 4-day championship. So we're gonna take a look at that. They have a few newcomers in that squad. And we're going to talk a little bit about Steve Smith getting another century. 2 centuries in 2 games there in the T20 league that he's currently taking part in. So going to take a look at that. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button and watch until the end. Alright, so let us kick things off with the universe boss himself, Christopher Henry Gayle. Now, Gayle recently played in a charity game in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, where we had guys like Brian Lara, Nehemiah Perry, Wavell Hines, Darren Powell, Brian Lara, and all of these guys taking part, right? Gayle's 11 ended up getting the better of Brian Lara's 11. So after the game, he did an interview, and I'm just coming across this interview here, where he made it clear that he has not yet retired. And he has some plans up his sleeves. You understand? He's planning to play some club cricket back at Lucas. You know, and Lucas Cricket Club, that is where you can say it all started for Chris Gayle. You know, he was saying that he's definitely looking forward into going and playing some club cricket there. He thinks that the youngsters would definitely like that, to have him in and around the team there, which I think would definitely be good. You understand? Cricket is not as popular as it once was in Jamaica. So to have someone like a Chris Gayle staying and playing club cricket with the youngsters would definitely be good. And Lucas Cricket Club, they have quite a few youths from places like Rallington Town, people from Mountain View, Vineyard Town, the guys that go to Excelsior, St. George's College, and these places, Camperdown, that actually plays cricket. They usually go to Lucas Cricket Club to play some club cricket. So it would be good to see Chris Gayle playing there. And as it relates to international cricket, well, he didn't say anything in the interview that I heard related to that. But all he's saying is that he has not yet retired. So he's still there for selection. And at the age of 43, I am thinking that, you know, Gayle wants to go get some club cricket under his belt while he's playing in the different franchise leagues and try and get some runs so he can get a recall. Because if he hasn't retired, then it simply means he's leaving himself available if the selectors call for him. So, you know, it would be good to see him playing some club cricket over there in Lucas. So, shout out to the man himself, Mr. Christopher Henry Gayle. Alright, so moving on, my peeps. Now, it was yesterday that the Guyana Cricket Board, the GCB, announced a 13-man squad that will be playing in the first and second rounds of the West Indies Championship. You know, probably they are going to name and or probably tweak the squad a little bit for the latter part of that tournament there. But they are saying that as of now, there are 13 members that they have there. And they have a couple of newcomers in there. Matthew Nandu is a part of that squad. Ashmead Ned, Shamar Joseph, and Kemal Savoy. They are the newcomers in that squad there. Ransford Beaton also gets a recall. You understand? So it's going to be pretty interesting, my viewers and subscribers, to see how the Guyana Harpy Eagles will go in this tournament here. So let me just go through the squad for you guys. So the Guyana Harpy Eagles squad, captained by Leon Johnson. Versame Permal, he's the vice captain, very experienced. Shandapur Hemraj, he's there. Matthew Nandu is there. Kemal is there. Tevin Imlak, Anthony Bramble is also there. Kevin Sinclair, who would have gotten 74, I think it was yesterday, and we know how good he is with his bowling. So he's there. Niall Smith is there. Ransford Beaton. Prasad is there. They also have Ashmead Ned, as I said, Shamar Joseph, and the head coach Ryan Hercules, assistant coach Garvin Ned. And I think the original head coach is actually the man that is going to be assisting Andre Coley in those 2 tours to Zimbabwe and South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. Griffith, you know, you can correct me in the comment section, but I think he is the original head coach there. So, you know, yeah, man, head coach Ryan Hercules, I guess, is stepping up, if I'm not mistaken, there. So that is what the Guyana Harpy Eagle squad is looking like for the first and the second round. And they have a couple of reserve players. You know, Anderson, Kevlin Anderson, Dimitri Cameron is also there, and Anthony Adams, is also there in the reserve team. So I am anticipating that by the end of today, into tomorrow, into Monday, we're going to hear a couple more squads coming out, and I will be able to cover the cover those squads. But as it relates to the Guyana Harpy Eagle squad, you know, a couple of people missing there. No Romario Shepherd, no Kimo Paul, no Shemran Hetmeyer, no Tejnaran Shando Paul. Quite a few guys there. No Gudikish Moti. Those are 5 players that, generally speaking, probably, if available, would have been in the playing 11. But, you know, quite a few other teams will be hit just the same. Jamaica, they will be without Nkrumah Banner. They will be without Ravman Powell, Jermaine Blackwood, and a couple of other. Same thing with Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Windward Islands, Leeward Islands. They will definitely be without a couple of players. So it's going to be interesting to see how this little tour or this championship go a piece. But that is the squad for Guyana Harpy Eagles for the first and second round. So just before we rush out of town, I want to talk to you guys about Steve Smith. Now, he got another century, my viewers and subscribers. He actually got 125 not out, and he had 9 6s and 5 4s. That 125 came off 66 deliveries, and you know, it was just the other day he actually got an remember in the last game there he had a century. So consecutive centuries for Steve Smith, looking to turn things up. Steve Smith has been in the news over the last couple of days, you know, with these 2 centuries in the Big Bash, and also signing that contract with Sussex. You know, he's definitely showing that he still has it, and he's still looking to do good things where the game is concerned. So he's still performing in Test cricket, and this is a newfound Steve Smith, if I can put it like that, where T20 cricket is concerned. So going to continue to monitor it. Next thing we see Steve Smith become the next opener or the next best number 3 in T20 cricket. I'm not pushing it still, my peeps. Big up on yourself, and we'll touch base later on. See?